My name is Mark Sorreo. I'm co-owner of Gray Sky Films. We've been in business for over 15 years.
What was life like before joining one of our boards?
Life before joining one of the boards was interesting at the time. We had been in business for about 9 years, and you juggle personal life with professional life. You go home late, and then it's really all you're thinking about. For me, it's like I'm committed to doing this, and I have to make this successful. And that was a struggle of work-life balance. And when is this going to turn the corner? Running a business is constant. I don't care if you've been in business for a year or 30 years. You're going to deal with challenges, you're going to deal with things. It's constantly coming at you. Something new is going to constantly come at you. Before joining a board, it's kind of like driving in a car, not knowing how to get to the destination. I didn't take one class in business school. I didn't even know I was going to go start a business. And that was very naive of us. Even when we started this business, we just said, hey, let's go start a company. That was that innocent. And it was like, what the hell are we doing? We've been doing this for 9 years. We kind of need a direction. We kind of need a plan. We owned gear. We had some experience under our belts. But we needed to really take this thing to the next level.
It sounds like there was probably some fear and doubt at that point.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely fear and doubt early on. We're going to say we either have to find that magic bullet and make this successful, or we need to stop doing this.
All right, and in terms of business back then in the early days, what was that like?
So right around 2009, we decided a couple of things. We decided we needed to come up with a product or that thing that's going to really drive the business forward. And we developed a product that somebody else had kind of helped us conceive. We had read a book called The E-Myth, and it was talking about working on the business and not in the business, and we met. Now the platform to be able to bring our ideas and concepts to a board, how to make this work, how to make this successful, and actually start having the roadmap now. That's where the board really came in and helped me execute these ideas and these strategies and these thoughts, and held me accountable and pushed me to get there. So we're growing in employees, and our office just became so tight, too many people on top of each other. And
how many square feet did you have?
So back then we had 950 square feet, almost even less usable square footage. Right. It was weird layout. Now we moved into 6,500 square feet. Lots of space, a studio, a conference room. We were taking meetings before that in diners, phone calls in the hall. It was ridiculous. It was very cheap where we were going to go, and then people were like, once they found out, it was kind of like people got mad at me. Like, you need to do this right now. So decisions like that have been very integral to helping us move forward and being pushed with a whole group of people behind you who have your best interest in mind, and that's what it's about. I love sitting there and listening to other people present a challenge, and I may not be able to relate to it because I haven't gone through it, but sometimes hearing advice someone gives to someone else, you don't even think of that stuff, and that's extra what I consider to be gold. I just write things down because someone had a challenge, someone else addressed it, or 6 months later, all of a sudden I have that challenge, and I already kind of have knowledge going into it because I already heard someone else go through it. I've been involved with TAB now since 2009. I love it. It's been great. It's been great for me. And on the personal side, I've found that balance. I've found ways to being able to delegate different things now to people. If you can bring a challenge to the board and be 100% honest and be ready for it, and then to just be able to accept what you're about to hear, it's a group of people that I could turn to on a consistent basis who get to know my company, know my challenges, and always be there to support and hold me accountable and make us successful.